The history of Chinese Canadians. The first small group of Chinese Canadians came to Canada in 1788 as artisans settling in Vancouver, with many of them working on the Canadian Pacific Railway. For those of you who don't know the meaning of artisans, these are workers in skilled trades, especially one that involves making things by hand, like hand-woven textiles, making paintings, street food, and so many more. Let me take you back. So, by 1923, Canada became so overwhelmed by the number of Chinese that were arriving in Canada. So in July 1st of that same year, 1923, Canada stopped Chinese immigration by introducing the Chinese Exclusion Act. What was in the act? All Chinese persons living in Canada, even those born here in Canada, had to register with the government or risk fines, detainment, or deportation. On hearing about this, Chinese Canadian men and women tightened their shoelaces to challenge this law, leading to a repeal in 1947. Unfortunately, they never succeeded, but it had some impact. Chinese immigration was placed under jurisdiction of the Immigration Act in the category of Asian immigration. More broadly, Asian immigration was limited to spouses and unmarried children aged 18 or younger of men already living in Canada. Wow, there was some progress. In 1955, the age restriction for dependents was increased to 25. And in 1967, overt racial restrictions were removed. In 2006, Chinese Canadians received an official apology from the federal government for the head taxes and exclusion of Chinese immigrants. Like I told you, they were making head taxes, or they imposed head taxes on all the Chinese, and they even never gave them citizenship. So as long as they lived in Canada, they never gained papers. They just kept on calling them immigrants. The fight is on. The fight is still on. Chinese men kept on fighting and fighting till this day. Chinese Canadians are still fighting the war they started in 1923. Of course, there is some impact. They have gained recognition and status. For that, their ancestors can proudly say, "We have fought a good fight." So, if you have reached the end of this video, I want to say thank you for watching. Feel free to comment with a topic you would love me to talk about, and I'll make a video about it. Have a blessed night.